Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the start of the Mountainside Softball and Baseball League. I'm Eric Cantagallo, and I have the honor of standing in front of you as the president this year. As my son said this morning, do we really have to hear everybody talk? Yes, we do, so let's get it going. Please remove your caps and turn your attention to the flag in center field as we honor our nation. I know I walked by a lot of veterans today, so I appreciate you all being here as well. Veterans. This year raising the flag, we have Chuck Fernicola and his 6th grade Blue Stars.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
That was Riley Amato singing our national anthem. One more round of applause for Riley. This year marks the 66th season of Mountainside baseball and softball. Many of the people have worked countless hours to prepare this day for us today and in the past. The continued support of all parents, families, coaches, volunteers, and sponsors is much appreciated by everybody in the Mountainside community. I'd like to take a moment of silence as I read the names of 5 members of the softball and baseball community that have passed. Phil Berlinski, a longtime coach in Mountainside Youth Baseball, a true gentleman, survived wife Gloria and 3 children, Amanda, Jeremy, and Vincent. Megan Crilly, beloved teacher. Susan Collier, the first woman to play baseball in the Mountainside Little League. Reeve Schleimer, college student, former Mountainside Youth Baseball Blue Star. Tom Zimmerman, former coach of MSA, dad of 3 girls, Katie, Jill, and Allie, who played softball many years. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the hardworking members of Mountainside Softball and Baseball League. There's a lot of people that helped to put this together. Chuck Fernicola, Steve Filiacci, Rich Godowski, Dana Guidi-Pietro, David James, Jason Habedank, Bob Halongas, Mike LaLoya, Tony Minafor, Matt Pater, John Salerno, Jovan Sicanolfi, Dan Woodard, Christine Pfeiffer, Joanne Rinaldi, Bill Dillon, and Heather Murphy. Thank you for everything you do. I'd like to personally thank my wife and son and the families of those board members for giving us a huge portion of their lives to this league. I would now like to introduce Mr. Paul Mirabelli, Mayor of Mountainside.
Good morning, Mountainside! behalf of myself and the council and the whole Mountainside community, I want to welcome everyone to opening day 2019. This is my 20th opening day. I started when my oldest son Paul was 8 years old, and he turned 28 this year. I can still remember the first day like it was yesterday. You're going to have a lot of friends that you're going to meet here. The coaches are still some of my best friends. So please enjoy the coaches and the kids, because it's a memory that that'll last forever. As I look around here today, I see these fields, and they're just, what I would consider a jewel in the gem that we call Mountainside. Without all the hard-working volunteers, though, these jewels would not shine the way they shine here today. So I want to encourage everyone to go out and volunteer, especially for softball and for baseball. Pick up a rake, help coach, work the snack shack, be a manager, get involved. You'll really enjoy it, and it's a great feeling when you volunteer for something. It creates a great community. The volunteers are not only the backbone of softball and baseball, but they're the backbone of this whole community. So I encourage everyone to volunteer, especially all the kids out here. You should be volunteering, okay? And you don't have to do anything formal. If you see one of your friends that's having trouble hitting or pitching or catching, go over and help with him. That's volunteering. You'll make him feel good, and you'll feel good. If you see kids in the school who are having maybe trouble with some academics, or maybe they're sitting alone at the lunch table, go over there and engage them. Volunteer. You'll feel good, and you'll make them feel good. Like I said before, volunteerism is the backbone of this community. I encourage everyone to volunteer, because that's what makes this town the great gem that we all like. Thank you very much. Play ball!
Now coming up to speak, Chief School Administrator, Dr. Nancy Lubarsky.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so honored to be here once again as part of the opening day ceremonies. It's wonderful to see so many volunteers, parents, community members. I want to echo what the mayor said. None of this would be possible without all of you. In addition to being opening day in Mountainside, April is also National Poetry Month, and poets have compared baseball to so many things, so I'd like to tell you about a few of them. Some say baseball is like music. When you play on a team, it is so much like a well-rehearsed orchestra or band. You don't see individuals playing, you see everyone working together to hear the same beautiful sounds. Great job, home run, nice hit, and if you are lucky, great win. Some say baseball is more like chess. There are so many moves one player can make. Both games involve being patient and prepared and paying attention to the other team's moves so you know what to do next. Some say baseball is like gardening. Each member of the team is a tiny seed that begins to get fertilized with practice and praise. But many say baseball is a lot like life, full of ups and downs, challenges, joy and disappointment, losses and wins. You have to make the most of your opportunities in baseball, as you do in life. But always remember to be grateful for everyone who has helped you along the way. And since this is the last time I will be having this honor, I want to just tell the Mountainside community how grateful I am to have this part in this wonderful event, and I appreciate all of your community support, and it's been great working with all of you, so thank you.
And coming up next is Jim Ruban, Mountainside Board of Education President.
I just want to say it's always an honor for me to represent the board and be a part of this great day, opening day, the long-standing traditions and histories that it all represents. Blue Star, always will be. On behalf of the board, I just want to wish you all a great season and let you know that we are always amazed at all the great things you do on these fields, but also everything you do in the school, the arts, the crafts, the science fairs, all the great things you accomplish. So I hope you have a great day, have fun, be great teammates, support each other, and have a great season. Thanks so much.
All right. We're about halfway done. Many people have lent their times and talents, as I said before, to make this day wonderful. On behalf of MSBL, all former MIB and MSA board members, thank you. The Board Council, the Mountainside Board of Education, the Mountainside Fire Department, the Mountainside Police Department, the Mountainside Rescue Squad, all MIB alumni, all MSA alumni, Governor Livingston Band, Wayne DeVico and his staff, our Snack Shack staff, Patty Filiacci and Annie Basile, our IT person, Tracy Gardner, and Mike Wentz for the sound system. Thank you all for all your wonderful contributions to the community. Our field crew was here this morning at 5:30 a.m. We turned the lights on to get started. I will now introduce the teams, their managers, and their sponsors. So we're going to start with T-ball and softball. So when we announce your names, be as loud as you possibly can, boys and girls. T-ball, Rutgers, managed by Chris Erico and sponsored by MSBL. The first and second grade division, LSU Tigers, coached by Jaffer Shahid and sponsored by Hoboken Family Pharmacy. Boston College, coached by Stephanie Phillip, and the Philippou family sponsored the team. The third through fifth grade division, Florida Gators, coached by Christine Pfeiffer, sponsored by Higgins and Bonner. Notre Dame, coached by Jennifer Pfeiffer, and sponsored by EDBM New York City. UCLA, coached by Christine Steinmetz, and sponsored by Tarantellas. The 6th through 8th grade division, Seton Hall Pirates, coached by Joanne Rinaldi, and sponsored by Bender Electric. Baseball T-ball, the Hot Rods, coached by Joseph Altavia and sponsored by Trano Plumbing. Storm, coached by Eduardo Figueroa and sponsored by Agnes S. Watica LLC. Lake Monsters, coached by Robert Poth, sponsored by AP Mazzilli Landscape Contractors. Ironbirds, coached by Jason Guidi Pietro and sponsored by Toe to Toe. River Dogs, coached by Michael Barone, sponsored by Barone Electric. And Scrappers, coached by David James and sponsored by LTS Rubin. In the American League, first and second grade baseball, Yankees, coached by Jason Guidi Pietro and sponsored by Toe to Toe. The Mets, coached by Bill Keenan and sponsored by LTS Rubin. Phillies, coached by Mike Silva and sponsored by All right, Phillies. Sponsored by D's Auto Center. Cubs, coached by Randy Shahadi and sponsored by NYCBB. Minor League, the Rays, coached by Michael Barone and sponsored by Barone Electric. Astros, coached by Chris Hasselgren and sponsored by Zapios. Pirates, coached by Steve Filiacci and sponsored by Merrill Lynch. In the Major League, the Blue Stars, coached by Chuck Fernicola, and Chuck Fernicola Cooperage is the sponsor. White Sox, sponsored by, White Sox, coached by Dan Woodard, sponsored by AMC. Introducing Alex Adornato from the White Sox will now read a poem entitled "He is Just a Little Boy."
He is just a little boy. He stands at the plate with his heart pounding fast. The bases are loaded, the die has been cast. Mom and Dad cannot help him, he stands all alone. A hit at this moment would send the team home. The ball meets the plate, he swings and he misses. There's a groan from the crowd with some boos and some hisses. A thoughtless voice cries, "Strike out the bum." Tears fill his eyes, the game's no longer fun. So open your heart and give him a break, for it's moments like this a man you can make. Please keep this in mind when you hear someone forget he is just a little boy and not a man yet.
Outstanding job, Alex. In closing, we hope that 2019 brings as much joy to the community as 2018 did. It was a year of firsts in 2018 for the leagues. First time Mountainside softball and baseball are united as a league. Boys and girls, please raise your hand if last year was your first game ever played. That you got your first hit ever last season. Last year, not this year, last year. Stole your first base, pitched your first pitch. I would like to announce some team accomplishments. The 14U and 10U softball travel players that took home league titles for the first time in their division last year. Please raise your hands. Congratulations, girls. The 10U and 8U baseball travel players and coaches that qualified for the Cal Ripken State Tournament for the first time ever in the same year. Raise your hands, boys and coaches. Congratulations. The AU baseball team accomplished something last year that had never been done in the history of Mountainside. To talk about this, head coach Steve Filiacci. He'll introduce the undefeated 17-0 2018 Cal Ripken District, State, and Regional Championship players and coaches. All of you, please step forward.
First off, I'd like to thank the person that did that cardboard cutout for me. Although did anybody see Rocky 3? I was kind of expecting that scene when they pull the curtain down, but in any event, that is great. Can't wait to bring it to my office. There's one thing I want to say about last year. It really was truly remarkable and special what these kids did. The parents had a magical ride along with the kids. And one thing I always go back to is how lucky we are. Meaning, the team was incredible. Great group of kids, very talented. Shh, Addison. But to do what they did, go 17-0 and win the districts, the states, and then after we win the states, we got to pack up and go to Saratoga, New York 3 days later, and then go out there and win the regionals was tremendous. And the reason I say lucky is no one got injured, no one got hurt, the team was healthy, and I say this all the time, they didn't win it throughout the season, they won it in the off season, because these kids work hard and are truly special. So congratulations to them, and let's look forward to another great season. All right, we're gonna give them a green machine on 3, all right guys?
Green machine on 3! 1, 2, 3, green machine!
Everybody here is part of the Green Machine, by the way. Really, the community is what makes it happen, everybody, so thank you. Throwing out the first pitch today will be Cody Brown. Cody served on the board for over 8 years doing many jobs, big and small, including hanging these flags each year as you are standing in front of, boys and girls, or behind. He was and is an asset to the community, and we thank him for all of his service. The person catching this first pitch will be his son, Cody Brown, a longtime player in Mountainside Youth Baseball. Let's see if he goes from 46 or 50, boys and girls. And we're presenting Cody with a gift for all of his years of service. Just a little housekeeping notes. As you see, the fields are beautiful. We have 2 new scoreboards out here. We redid all of the 6 fields, including the baseball field for the Pony League Deerfield team. There's food being sold by Apple's Deli out in by the handball courts. There's apparel right behind where the fire trucks are. There's going to be a fundraising activity where somebody might win some money Monday night after the basketball game. So look for that going around. And again, one last thank you to everybody that made this possible. I almost hit both below 10 o'clock. All board members from Mountainside Softball and Baseball, please come to home plate for a picture. Good luck today, everybody. Play ball.